Welcome to the Kaimancast. I'm your host, Red Cayman. Today, I am joined here by a very talented artist from West Africa. He is a true visionary in every sense of the word. If you could please welcome Mr. Benny Dee.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, Mr. Benny, I know you are a filmmaker working extensively using the iClone software. Could you tell us about that? How did you discover iClone?
Well, I discovered iClone in 2013.
Okay.
That was when one of my friends introduced iClone to me. He told me there's this software that he's been playing with that I can try my luck with it. And by then, I was already just a filmmaker. I shoot music videos and do short films. So I just, I just downloaded it, started playing with it, and I just had interest. I just had
Mhm.
interest in it, and from there, I just started creating little clips till
Mhm.
when I got good at it. I started now creating more professional videos.
Mhm. Yeah, your body of work is amazing. I know you have this film, Warlord. It's about this film about this warlord looking for his money. Can you
Yeah.
tell me what inspired that short? Like, how did you come up with that?
Well, Warlord. Uh, I've had a lot of stories, short stories that I've already planned in my head. Because when I
Hmm.
was a little bit younger, I used to do comics. I used to
Hmm.
do comic books, so I had different stories. So I had this concept of having this badass villain character. Me, I'm more of a villain type of person. Like most of my characters are personal characters are driven towards the villain attributes. So I say, why don't I create a character that's both funny, sarcastic, and very dangerous at the same time, and make people like him. And I just felt, well, I'm going to get this guy that is just all about his money and people owing. He's more of like a he does dirty jobs. He does dirty jobs for people, and he gets paid. And sometimes people that are supposed to pay him, they just try to mess him up, and he goes after people that gives him job. I just want a villain more of a villain that's just a badass.
Yeah, I totally feel that way watching it. I mean, it's such an amazing short. It's so cinematic. Just watching the camera movements and things like that. It's so detailed, and I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have like what are your influences filmmaker wise? Like, is there a particular filmmaker you look up to?
Oh, not really. I just have a couple of them. I don't have a particular filmmaker I look up to. I I just if I see a good movie, I like the movie. I like
Mhm.
the direction. I just have collective um, personalities, not a particular one.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And when you were creating your shorts, I mean, so these were like established assets. Did you have to buy these online? I mean, do you like
Yeah,
to sculpt it? Okay. Mhm.
yeah. Um, yeah. Obviously, since I'm just an indie and I'm basically the only one doing my stuff for now. I can't really create everything, so I just sometimes I buy assets online. Sometimes I use free assets, and for the characters, but I try to make my characters unique. No matter what, the clothings and the accessories, props might be free or might be uh, purchased, but the character itself, I try to make them quite unique. Just like Warlord,
Mhm.
I Warlord is like a custom character, although the base character is just a CC3 base character, but I modified him to my own taste to what I want him to look like.
Very cool, very cool. When you're working on something like this, I mean, is there a long rendering time? Like, how long does it take you to make like a film like Warlord?
Well, real time render. I prefer using real time render because of the speed, and I'm sure that it's not going to take my time. So as far as on the seen, and what is in
Breaking up a little bit, but that's okay. Can you hear me?
models or models
Okay.
with high polygons.
Mm-hmm.
They will affect the speed.
Mm-hmm.
They will affect the speed, and
Mm-hmm.
so averagely, if I have a decent scene that has like one character or
Mm-hmm.
two, and medium or and let's say just medium density models, it takes me just a couple of minutes to render.
Very cool. Wow, that's actually really fast. Is there something in the future that you wish you want to tackle filmmaking wise? Like, do you have like a project in the future you would like to do?
Of course, Warlord is good. I want Warlord to be big. I just need maybe more hands and more investors and someone that was just going to see it and like, wow, I like this. I want to sponsor it and I want to put more resources in it. Seriously, Warlord, I have a lot of villain that in Warlord. Warlord is not just the villain. It's
Mm-hmm.
Warlord. It's a collection of villains. There's
Mm-hmm.
no good guy there. There's no good
Mm-hmm.
person. Just collection of villains.
Mm-hmm.
And I've right now I have up to like 5 villains in the Warlord
Mm-hmm.
series, but I haven't really. Okay, there's one that I actually revealed a little, but it's not yet popular. His name is Death Trap.
Okay.
Death Trap. Yeah, there is a character called Death Trap. He was hired to take Warlord down, and there's another character called I named them after a snake. Forgetting the name. I named
It's
after
okay.
his uh something slang. Is it boom slang? So there's a snake that they call. I've forgotten it though, but if I remember, then I'll let you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Okay, okay, very cool. Now, are you working on like a Warlord like movie script? Like tell me about like the Warlord project.
Okay. Right now, yeah, there's a movie script for Warlord, but you know, on a large, I have two different versions. I have I have the bigger project for Warlord, and I have a project, a mini series I'm just doing. That mini
Mhm.
series actually is on a smaller scale. I'm just
Okay.
doing it to for because of my available resources now. Instead of
Hmm.
instead of waiting for the whole when I have a lot of resources and do the whole
Hmm.
thing, I just say I should use the time to just do mini series that can just may at least keep people anticipating. You understand? Just to make people
Hmm.
like get familiar with these characters. So with what I have now and the resources and manpower that I have, I am just able to do like just mini series. But yes, there's a script for a bigger project for
Okay.
Warlord.
Definitely, definitely. Now, are you able to do like Kickstarter or Indiegogo or something like that where you're at, or is that something available to you?
Yes, I think it's something I will sit down and plan because the
Okay.
why I've not been really consistent and have so much time to put all this together is because of the fact that I have other jobs I do. Like
Hmm.
I work for other people. You
Okay.
understand? So sometimes my time is being I share my time. I focus on other people's projects that they've given me to do,
Yes.
and so it affects the time and the whole process for my own personal project, which is Warlord.
Okay.
So that's where. So I really want to have like a time dedicated to do all the whole Kickstarter and awareness and all that. But I just need to finish some other project I'm doing for some clients at
Okay.
the moment.
Very good. I mean, I think that's every filmmaker is dealing with the same situation you're in, but I mean, we're all gonna get through it, eventually.
Yes.
Um, Definitely. Oh, well, Mr. Benny, it's been amazing speaking with you. I am a huge fan of your work, and I would love to have you back on once you get, a Kickstarter going.
Yes. Thank you for
All right.
having me. I really appreciate too.